Good afternoon. I'm Ed Lallo, founder of Newsroom Ink. I'd like to take a few minutes today to explore the use of an online newsroom using brand journalists as an effective IR communications tool, one that will get your story to the stakeholders on a daily basis, not at the end of a corporate year. Well, it looks like we've come to the end of another annual report season, and this one didn't fare too well. Investors got more of the 10Ks than they did of an annual report. So that leaves the big question. How are your investors finding out about your company if it's not in the annual report? Oh sure, companies do have a few pictures in them now and more, mostly less than more. There is the chairman letter, it's still there, but most of them were 10Ks. Filled with just the basic information that the FCC requires companies to give shareholders at the end of the year. This is not good. If you're an institutional investor, you have companies courting you all the time. You get to go to projects, you get to go look what they're doing, you get to talk with senior management. Individual investors, which actually drive the daily price of a stock, are really left out in the cold. Less and less information each year is being furnished by companies aimed at individual investors. Gone are the days of storytelling photos in annual report. Instead, most are replaced with stock or company employees that are quick and easy to shoot. This is not information that stockholders need to see. Individual investors need to see what has been built during the last year, what is being built this year, how employees are using new equipment to increase productivity and therefore drive up the value of the stock. My 83-year-old mother lives for this time of year. She loves to get the annual report.
I get about 50 of these every year, annual reports. And the thing I like best about them is really the stockholders, the letter to the stockholders. Especially Warren Buffett's. It was slick. He talked as if he was just visiting with you, not just a whole bunch of facts and figures. And I was quite impressed with what I read. Now, I'm not exactly that way with the rest of them. News Corp put out an interesting one. It had pictures that I enjoyed looking at, and then of course that makes you want to read about them. I have one corporation, GE, and I didn't think that man's letter was very interesting. GE has a lot of products which I'm interested in. He didn't really explain them very well, what segment of their business is doing that made it good. And consequently, I didn't read it. I would like to see in annual reports, learn more about what they are doing, where they are expanding, pictures of buildings if they are building something, components of different machinery and things that pertain to their business. I would like to see pictures of those things. Words don't really mean a whole lot, but pictures, yes, they tell the story. And for instance, in Pfizer, a 10K doesn't mean anything to me, but if they would have more about their medicines or procedures, things like that, that's what I'm interested in. That's what sells the company to me.
What's really sad is that this communication to stockholders is not done on a daily basis. Once a year, we get annual reports clogging our mailboxes or online nowadays. But an online newsroom is a tool that can satisfy investors' need for information on a daily basis. Think of it as an annual report delivered daily. An online newsroom staffed by corporate journalists tells your brand story daily to not only just the stakeholders, but to employees, vendors, your business partners, everyone that wants to learn more about your company. It gives your company a credible voice within the industry and tells your brand story from a perspective that only you can tell. Stories from an online newsroom actually are your annual report. An online newsroom gives you photos, stories, even video, ready to be placed on your website and in your annual report at the end of the year. No more running around, no more last-minute searching. The online newsroom is the single most tool for effective IR communications. It lets your stakeholders hear your voice daily, and at the end of the year gives you a cost-effective way to manage your annual report expenses. The time is now to start investigating whether an online newsroom is right for your company. Let the professional journalist at Newsroom Ink help you explore this possibility. I'm Ed Lallo, and thank you for taking time.